I have 60 days to help save my grandma's restaurant before I go back to college. This is my grandma's restaurant. Now come with me. This is my grandma. She's a single mom of 3, a grandmother of 5, and for the last 20 years, she's pretty much been running the Salvadoran and Mexican restaurant in Silver Spring, Maryland, all by herself. Not too long ago, this restaurant was packed. People would come from all over for her pupusas, tacos, and homemade food. But over time, business slowed down. Not because the food got worse. I promise you that's definitely not the problem. I think people just forgot this place existed. My goal is simple: get my grandma's restaurant busy again. She didn't ask me to make these videos. She doesn't even know what half of TikTok is. But after everything she's done for our family, I really wanted to do something special for her. So this is day 1 of trying to get my grandma's restaurant back on the map. So if you're in the DMV, come try the food and tell your friends about it. And if you're not, comment, like, and share. Let's see what we can do in 60 days.
60 days. All right. You may have seen that video pop up in your social media feed, or you may have seen the headlines that it made everywhere from The Patch to People magazine. But if you haven't seen it, that's the owner of La Posada's granddaughter putting out the call on social media to save the Silver Spring restaurant. And tonight, Sofia Aquino and Brianna Chavez join us live to talk about not only the video, but the restaurant, the response, and much, much more. Sofia and Brianna, thank you so much for joining us here on the Live Zone Primetime. The audio button at the bottom here. All right, sorry about that. All right, now we're in business. All right, can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right, so the story has obviously captured hearts all across the country, in addition to right here in the DMV, obviously. What is it about your mission to save your grandmother's restaurant that you think has resonated with so many people?
Honestly, I think it's just the fact that we're talking about something so dear to our heart. It's coming from the heart. We just want to do something for our grandmother, our family, someone that means so much to us. And I think that so many people in their lives, so many people have someone in their lives that they look up to, just like we do to our grandma. And being able to provide something like this and connect the world to her is something that I feel so many people wish they could do as well. So part of me also feels that they also just want a grandma like mine. So just to be able to come in here, talk to her, that's all we want to.
Yeah, no question about it. And obviously you have a beautiful family, and it was so nice of you to include them in your social video. Where did the idea come from? And then what was the reaction from your grandmother when she found out that this is what you were planning?
Honestly, our inspiration just came from going on TikTok, going on Instagram, things like that. We obviously spent a lot of time on that as teenagers, so just seeing the impact that social media can have, it's insane, especially nowadays. And most recently, we've seen some people do some things for some local restaurants here as well. So we thought, why not us? We should try it. And we just got a phone and microphone. Yeah, she got her mom's ring camera, and it was pretty awesome. But you want to talk about grandma?
Yeah, my grandma was really happy. She didn't think that this would come to where it has, but it's definitely been such a surprise to all of us. And honestly, it doesn't even feel real. So
It's
still great, yeah.
Yeah, well, you mentioned you posted a follow-up video last night. Last night was day 5. Today is day 6. You gave yourself 60 days to do this, so you still have a long way to go. So I don't even know. I mean, you don't even have to pace yourself, but you still have a while to go. But in your day 5 video, you said, you know, obviously Fox 5 reached out to you, but we were not the only ones. And when I called the restaurant yesterday, I could tell just from the voice on the phone, I believe I spoke to Jocelyn or was put in touch with Jocelyn, that you guys were getting inundated with phone calls, not just from the media, but from people who wanted to come out and check out the restaurant.
Yes, it's been insane. I mean, we had 2 interviews in person today.
Mm-hmm.
We've had a few people just come message us, DM us, things like that. I mean, it's just been crazy. Like, it truly, truly has. And, I mean, all we can say is just thank you. Our follow-up video yesterday was really all we could say. Just thank you so much for showing up for us. I mean, that's all we can say.
Yeah.
It's insane.
The support from the community has been so great. Like, everybody has been coming in and asking how can they help and how can they be involved with us and how we can be involved with them. So it's been awesome.
So obviously you mentioned the community. You guys have been a part of the community. This restaurant has been part of the community for 20 years. So what does a family-owned restaurant like this mean to the neighborhood? And how nice is it to kind of get your flowers from the community via a video like this?
I think honestly, this place is just like home for so many. I was talking to my grandma yesterday, trying to get some notes on if she didn't want to be interviewed, we could maybe spread the message for her. But she told us that this place is home for Salvadorans, Mexicans, Guatemalans, anyone from this community who maybe doesn't have the chance to go back home. And for them to be able to come here, talk in their native language, for them to talk to my grandma, someone who's had the same experiences as them, it's something that can't be replaced. And we're just so honored that they've even been able to come support us. We know in these struggling times it's a little bit hard, but seeing the support from so many people who may not have it themselves, it's amazing.
It's definitely been a nostalgic thing for a lot of people who've been here from like their childhoods, and their parents have been here. I think somebody commented that they like their parents used to go on dates here when they were a kid. So it's things like that where it just brings back like a home feel.
Yeah, and Sophia, in addition to just being a part of the community, this campaign also really shines a spotlight on an immigrant-owned business. And how important is it to not only show your story, but also these stories to a wider audience, and how important they are to the community?
I think it just brings so much awareness, especially right now in this area alone. It's so important to be able to have these conversations, not arguing, not any of this where we're trying to get a reaction out of people. It's really just we want compassion. We want to tell our stories for what it is, and we just want people to hear us. And I think a lot of people, especially a lot of children of immigrants, grandchildren, I think we see how our grandparents, our parents have put so much into us, how much work they've done, how much they've sacrificed, that we're constantly looking for ways to pay them back. And honestly, I think for us, this was just the first way to start. And we're so happy it's been able to do at least a minimum of what they've done for us.
So one of the things you said in the first video was that business didn't decline because of any issues with the quality of the food or anything like that. It's just as good as ever. But you did mention about how people may have simply stopped coming because they forgot about it. We're obviously here in the DMV. We have a food scene that people rave about, whether it's the Michelin-starred restaurants down in downtown DC. Do you think sometimes just all of the attention on maybe the city proper and all of the I'm going to just use in air quotes, fancy restaurants, tends to kind of steal the spotlight a little bit?
I genuinely think that sometimes it can, but the Purple Line has definitely caused some issues on getting the same traffic that we've gotten in the past. Now that the construction is almost going to be done, we hope that it will bring back customers and we'll get, the same type of traffic that we used to have.
I mean, honestly, I think prices have gone up for everyone. I mean, it's something that we can go on for days talking about. It's so hard for small business owners to even fathom, explain to other people. But I mean, again, with the Purple Line, we're hoping that it will be able to bring business to us one day. We know that there's so many people around us that maybe aren't able to afford super expensive food, but they choose to come here. It's somewhat affordable from what I've been told. So I'm happy that we can provide this place for them, comfort food, and just, kind of tear them away a little bit from what we see on social media, things like that, where it's just constantly going to fancy restaurants, performative stuff, you know what I mean? So I'm just happy that we're able to provide this for people.
Have you heard from the influencers? Are the influencers going to come out and check it out next?
I mean, we've had a few. We've had some people that have DM'd us saying, or commented on our video saying that they'd love to come by. Honestly, I take classes, she works as well. So right now we aren't able to be here 24/7, but we're here as much as we can. We've had some people, some local business owners as well that have just come by, filmed some videos for us, and just posted it on their own accord. It's just for them to post and to highlight their business, ours. So I think even just that small business connection right there has meant more to us than, anything it has yet. So having that has been really influential for us.
So what is your metric for success? Because I know you said you wanted to save the restaurant. You want to get people in there. People are coming in now. You are getting this attention, but how do you kind of turn that into more than just this 15 minutes of fame, for example?
I mean, it's tough because we've been discussing that all week, honestly. It's been crazy. Again, what Bree said, it's felt unreal to just be able to have this support. As of right now, we're just trying to talk to my grandma, see what we can do to keep this business up, keep the the motivation we have. As of right now, we have a special deal going on this next week, so we're super excited about that. Hopefully that gets some customers in, try our pupusas. Later on, before I leave back to Florida, we really want to do some big events, highlighting small businesses, maybe some nonprofits, things like that. Just honestly show that the immigrant community is here and we're together, and it's different. It's a different story than what has been told before.
And all of that would be supported by with all the bonds that we've been creating and the connections that we've been having. We've really been sitting down and talking to every single person that's gone in as much as we can and really trying to get to know them and, you know, keep them here and, you know, want them to come back whenever they feel like they're ready for some pupusas.
Sophia, if you're comfortable telling me, what are you majoring in, just out of curiosity? Because you may have a future in marketing and PR and who knows what else, communications.
I'm actually a biochemistry major. So
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm hoping to eventually go to med school. I'm on the pre-med track. I want to work in pediatric oncology in my future. So definitely nothing marketing. I think this month alone has been enough for me, this week alone. But again, with the support of our family, we've had other small business owners in the family as well that they've helped us. Bree's super good at the camera stuff, directing me. So that's been the biggest thing, you know. But I mean, I'm happy that I was able to support my grandma, help her out in some way, and who knows what will come of this in my future. I'm open to anything.
All right. Well, my final question for both Sophia and Brianna is, for people who are just hearing about this for the first time, who want to come out and support your grandmother and your family and La Posada, where can they go? How do they do it? Even if they can't make it to the restaurant, how can they show support for you?
So we are available on DoorDash. So you guys can find us on DoorDash on La Posada Restaurante, and it's very specific. We're on Piney Branch Road, so you will see it on the DoorDash, and you can order there, and we'll get it ready for you.
Yeah. And honestly, every like, share, repost, anything, just talking about the restaurant to your coworkers, things like that, it's helped us immensely. So if they aren't able to step in, I know that we have some out-of-state people, sometimes out of the country too. Just having you guys be able to repost that, it's been great. So again, thank you so much, and if you can, please keep doing it.
All right.
Let's order some pupusas.
Yes, exactly.
I can't wait.
The Fox 5 newsroom. Trust me, food goes quickly here, so do not be shocked if you hear from our assignment desk in the near future as well. Sophia and Brianna, thank you so much for joining us here on the Live Zone Primetime. Congratulations and best of luck. Continued success, and we can't wait to see what happens over the next 55 days, 54 days.
Thank you so much.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to leave you with a live picture from our Fox 5 Skycam out at the National